This broadcast has all the ingredients of a classic, typical CAIR TV news broadcast. Typical in that they are using their media access to get someone fired. Also typical is that it's a police officer again. And finally, typical in that they have nothing to do with this. Notice the broadcast begins with CAIR, ends with CAIR, but says nothing about them in between. That is because they have nothing to do with it.
The Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, is calling for the resignation of Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. This comes after Bianco confirmed he was once a paying member of the Oath Keepers. As Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan tells us, the sheriff is now defending his past membership in the extremist group.
Although Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco says he is no longer a member of the Oath Keepers, he says he did pay for a one-year membership to the group back in 2014. But while he's distancing himself from the Oath Keepers, he doesn't disavow them either, saying, quote, "What happened on January 6th by a few people should have nothing to do with something I did in 2014 with an organization that supports the Constitution. I, along with every law enforcement officer and politician, including the president, swear an oath to uphold the Constitution against all enemies. Only in today's politically polarized environment does being a proud American who supports the Constitution make you a right-wing extremist." But Brian Levin, a professor of criminal justice at Cal State San Bernardino, says even though the Oath Keepers swear to defend the Constitution, their beliefs show something else.
They take out that anchor of having some degree of governmental responsibility. They can choose when the government is tyrannical, and they can avoid all process with it. That is unconstitutional.
News of Bianco's former involvement with the Oath Keepers comes after the group was hacked, with membership information leaked to the media. Bianco is also upset about that, saying, quote, "Where is the FBI on the investigation of the hack? I won't hold my breath for that investigation or that media coverage. It's probably the same place as their investigation and coverage into Black Lives Matter and Antifa violence and crimes." We asked Levin to respond.
The hard left has certainly been more active, but when you look at plots and when you look at homicides over the last 10 years, there's no comparison.
We also asked Governor Gavin Newsom about Bianco's former membership in the Oath Keepers.
I mean, that's someone to protect and serve. Someone took the oath of office, and that's not a group I want to associate with. That's on our list of hate groups all across this country.
Late this afternoon, the Council on American Islamic Relations called on Bianco to resign. In the past, Sheriff Bianco has condemned those who entered the Capitol illegally on January 6th. Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness.
You know, it's not CAIR's role to have anyone fired for any reason. That's not their job. Their job should be assisting in counter-terror efforts. But there are no CAIR broadcasts of them assisting in counter-terror efforts. Instead, dozens of examples of public firings is what we can expect from the Council on American Islamic Relations.